Secretary of State Antony Blinken is in the West Bank today, and the Memphis Police Department has suspended 2 more police officers in connection with the death of motorist Tyree Nichols. Good morning. I'm Corva Coleman from NPR News, and here are today's top stories. Secretary of State Antony Blinken is in the West Bank this hour meeting Palestinian Authority President Mahmoud Abbas. Blinken was in Israel yesterday for meetings with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. They touched on Netanyahu's proposed judicial reforms, seen as controversial. NPR's Peter Kenyon reports a separate reform effort is being led by Israel's president.
Blinken said judicial reforms would need a broad consensus. That doesn't seem to be the case for Netanyahu's proposal, which, among other things, would allow a bare majority in parliament to overturn Supreme Court decisions. Earlier this month, Israeli President Isaac Herzog said, quote, "The foundations of Israeli democracy, including the justice system, are sacred and must be defended." Those concerned about Netanyahu's reform plan are hoping Herzog can lead a nonpartisan process to decide which reforms, if any, should be enacted. Netanyahu says the reforms would boost the economy. Critics say the prime minister hopes this proposal will distract people from the fact that he's standing trial on corruption charges. Peter Kenyon, NPR News, Jerusalem.
Ukraine's defense minister is expected in Paris today as Western allies debate whether to donate fighter jets to Ukrainian forces. NPR's Joanna Kakissis reports from the southern Ukrainian city of Kherson that President Biden has already hinted that the United States won't provide the jets.
Ukraine's defense minister Oleksiy Reznikov is expected to meet his French counterpart Sébastien Lecornu, as well as French President Emmanuel Macron. Macron told French media that France would not donate the F-16 fighters if they would escalate the war or touch Russian soil. In a recent interview to NPR, Reznikov said that it was, quote, absolutely realistic that Ukraine could eventually secure F-16s.
Everything what is impossible today, absolutely possible tomorrow.
He said Ukraine had successfully argued for other weapons previously thought to be out of reach. Joanna Kakissis, NPR News, Kherson.
The Memphis Police Department says it has suspended 2 more police officers in connection with the beating death of motorist Tyree Nichols. 5 other officers have already been fired. Those 5 former officers also face murder and other charges in the case. And Shelby County District Attorney Steve Mulroy says his office is not finished looking at whether additional charges could come.
We're just looking at everybody, even people that were filing reports afterwards. We're making sure that we have done a comprehensive investigation.
Separately, the Memphis City Fire Department says it has fired 3 emergency response workers who went to the scene where Nichols was on the ground. They were fired for failing to properly assess him. There's a dangerous ice storm going on in parts of the South. The National Weather Service says up to half an inch of ice could coat roads and power lines from Texas to Tennessee. This is NPR.